Another year, another opportunity for us Treyarch fanboys to crawl out of the woodwork and remind everyone why Treyarch understands the Call of Duty formula better than anyone else. So before I get into this review of the Black Ops Cold War Alpha and my first impressions on it, let me just give you a bit about me. I've been going by the name Fixer online for the majority of my online gaming career. I've played almost every Call of Duty game since the original, and I played Medal of Honor and Half-Life before that. These are some of my quick impressions of the Cold War Alpha. The good. The audio is great. This was the first thing that I noticed when I booted up the game. Everything from the guns, the footsteps, the sound effects, the kill streaks, everything sounds great to me, and I personally think it sounds better than Modern Warfare. I've heard other higher profile YouTubers say they think it sounds cheap compared to Modern Warfare. I strongly disagree. This is the best sounding COD game yet. Sure, Modern Warfare sound effects might be more clicky and clacky and tactile and maybe even more realistic, but they were oppressive on the ears, and many people will tell you that they couldn't hear anything in that game that they wanted to hear. Footstep audio was terrible in Modern Warfare 2019. This game, the footstep audio is great. The audio is well balanced. You can tell where everything's coming from. No more VTOL jets and warthogs flying overhead and completely deafening you to the point that you can't hear anything else. Another good thing, I think the time to kill feels very good in this game. It's kind of somewhere in between Black Ops 1 and 2 and Modern Warfare 2019. I've heard some people comparing it to Black Ops 4, but Black Ops 4 was definitely way longer. Sure, maybe if you shoot people in the feet, it might take longer, but for a normal upper body to headshot kind of hit radius, it's very fast, but it's not quite as fast as Modern Warfare is. You have plenty of time to counterattack and to actually turn around and win a gunfight that maybe you wouldn't have been able to win in Modern Warfare 2019, and that's what a lot of us Treyarch fans really like about their version of Call of Duty. The higher time to kill and more reward for players who can react quickly. Another nice addition is the return of the Ninja perk, or kind of a version of Dead Silence that they've renamed to Ninja. It quiets the footsteps by a lot. It's not completely silent, but it's a big step in the right direction from the field upgrade version that we had in 2019. Also, the addition of the field mic as a field upgrade is really cool. It allows you to kind of amplify the volume in a certain area and lock it down even better. You can really hear people through walls when you put up the field mic, and it also turns those sounds into visualizations on the minimap, so it's really great for holding down an objective. I really like that field upgrade. I think it's a lot of fun to play with. Another good thing, which has been controversial already for some reason, the Scorestreak system is really good. It's the best possible mix of rewarding high kill streaks and rewarding playing the objective that I've seen in a game yet. Basically, if you aren't familiar with how it works, you get points for objectives, you get points for kills, but every time you hit a different kill streak threshold, you get a bonus score as well. And the score streak doesn't reset after you die. So if you go on a 5 kill streak, you get like a couple 100-point bonus, and that goes towards your pool to save up for the chopper gunner by the second half of the game. And I've been able to get high kill streaks like the chopper gunner just from playing the objective and going on multiple like 5 to 10 kill streaks rather than forcing myself to play super safe in order to get an 11 or 12 kill streak or whatever they were in previous games. I think it's a great mix, and it's going to reward really good players, and it's going to reward lower skill players too. I think it's a perfect balance, and I can't wait to see what other score streaks they add. Not to mention, the score streaks feel very powerful. It feels really good to get in that chopper gunner and just blast people. One of the things they said that they're doing is they're kind of bringing back the specialist weapons as kill streaks. So in the beta, we get to see the War Machine grenade launcher. That thing is very fun to use. Even the artillery strikes feel really good to use. Like, you don't have to get crazy amounts of kills to have fun with the kill streaks, which is a good thing. I didn't get to try the RCXD yet, but I'm also glad they brought that back. Hoping for the Valkyrie rocket from Black Ops 1, or maybe dogs as well would be a good item on my wish list. Another good thing, the maps all feel really good. I think Satellite might be my favorite and possibly one of the best COD maps in the last 2 to 3 years of Call of Duty. Satellite is really fun. Miami, also very fun. Moscow, I like the style of it, but I keep getting Team Deathmatch, and I don't think the flow on Moscow works for Team Deathmatch. But basically, in Modern Warfare, you'll find yourself getting shot from 100 different windows in 100 different directions at once. In this game, the maps are designed in such a way that you can control an area without just sitting in a corner, if that makes sense. You can really lock down an area without just sitting in a corner, as if you play it right. You can be very mobile and know where everyone in your vicinity is at and lock it down, and it's really rewarding. I'm excited to see more maps. The 12v12 maps, Armada, and I forget the name of the other one, but Armada was the one I liked more. That's the one with the boats and the big battleships. That one is also super fun. I love how quick you can get back and forth between the ships. You can do close quarters fighting, or you can snipe from boat to boat. It's just a really good map. I'm pleasantly surprised with how good these maps are, after not being impressed by the initial map showcase when they revealed the multiplayer. I think a couple of the devs mentioned that they sucked with sniper rifles, so they love just running around with shotguns and holding angles.
I'll be honest, I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun, that I can do.
And at first I thought that sounded really weird coming from people that are designing maps for the game. You would think they'd be pretty good at the game. So that kind of worried me at first, but I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm sorry for doubting you. There are a few bad things which I'm not a big fan of. What I was struggling with was the SMGs feel pretty weak, but I think that's because I'm so used to the Modern Warfare 2019 SMGs being laser beams that can shoot across the map. In this game, we're kind of returning to like Black Ops 3 and 4 SMGs, where they're really good in close range, but they can't compete at long range, and I think I was kind of expecting them to, so that threw me off at first. I think they could be changed a little bit, but overall the guns feel pretty good, but there's some, like the MP5 and the Commando, just don't feel very good to me right now. I think they definitely have some weapon balancing to do. And there's some ugly in here. Let's get to the ugly parts of the game. Quite literally, this game is very ugly on PS4. I'm playing on an original launch month PS4, and this game chugs. There's no way that it's hitting 60 FPS. And not only is it not hitting 60 FPS, but there's textures not loading, text is blurry, visibility on some of the maps is extremely poor because of how pixelated some things are. The anti-aliasing is very bad, so the edges are rough, and that's where people kind of blend into the environment. I don't recommend playing this game or buying it if you're going to be playing it on a regular PlayStation or a regular Xbox. I think you're going to at least need to have a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X to really enjoy it. But it is a cross-gen game. We're moving into the next gen. I think they've really optimized for the PS5 and the Series X. They've already showed that it's going to have ray tracing lighting, which is going to look great, and I think it's going to look a lot cleaner than what we have now. So keep that in mind if you're only going to be getting this game to play on current gen. Oh, also, I reached out to Tony Flame, the game director, on Twitter, asking if the game runs in 60 FPS on PS4. Haven't received a response yet, but maybe he's just enjoying his weekend. I don't anticipate getting a response, but we'll see. Follow me on Twitter. Maybe the more numbers I have on there, the more likely I'll be to get a response. So yeah, those are my quick thoughts on the game. Overall, really liking it. I think this is definitely a worthy successor to Black Ops 4. If you were a fan of Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and 4, I think you will very much like this game. If you were a big fan of Modern Warfare and you didn't like the classic Call of Duties, you might not like this. I think they do a pretty good job of bringing in kind of the best of both worlds, but it still very much feels like a Treyarch sequel to Black Ops 4. A lot of things from the way the rounds work in domination to the way the scoring works, like they kind of found their style that they really want to stick with in Black Ops 4, and some people are going to love that and some people are going to hate it. If you want to see more Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War content from me, please consider following me on Twitch and subscribing here on YouTube, and leaving a like or a dislike on this video and letting me know what you think in the comments about this game. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm definitely going to be streaming it and making more content for it. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you out there. Peace.